Ever wondered what it's like being on a fishing trip on a boat 12 miles offshore? Well, today we're going to find out. My friend and I had the opportunity to work on a fishing documentary. I'm very grateful for the experience because while I've taken many trips to Essequibo, this is the first time that I've actually been able to document, and I hope that this is something that you guys actually like. So let's get into it. First, we check in and we get breakfast at the Jaigobin Hotel. Then it's off to picking up the fishing crew. Now, it's very obvious that this is a very popular profession among young men. Meet Deonarine Singh, commonly known as Govinda. He is a third-generation fisherman and the captain of the Parvati A. One of the many things that he stressed on that while fishing isn't considered one of the more intellectual professions, it is a profession that demands a lot of its captain and the people that work on the vessel. One of the many things that he brought out is that there's this discourse of fishermen not having the normal education. However, these men clearly know what they're doing, and despite their slender physique, their endurance proves their value to the fishing sector. This process is called the drift net fishing, where a large seine is deployed and left to catch whatever wanders into it. Even the pole and the PVC railing serve a purpose of ensuring the least amount of friction between the net and the sides of the boat. The protocols for today is the net is deployed on the right hand of the boat and reined in on the left. Instincts and natural inclination to the water makes these men adept at identifying the species of fish even before they enter the boat. Deonarine has mentioned that he has worked with marine biologists among many others in adjacent fields. And there was one specific thing that he kept mentioning and that I thought that it was important to mention to you guys. It is better to catch a fish with eggs than to catch a youngling that hasn't spawned yet. Meaning that the fish that hasn't contributed to the ecosystem is more important than the one that has already spawned multiple times. Fish are measured and then prepared for the gutting process. It is important to wash the fish before storage to preserve its natural taste. Some of the species that we were able to come across were the gillbacker, cuffum, corass, black-tailed snapper, great-tailed snapper, the Atlantic spadefish or sea donkey, and the sea patois. In conclusion, the fishing industry is quite important to the community of Essequibo. And despite what you may think, this is something that is essential to the whole ecosystem that we have in Guyana. They're the reasons why you get fish when you go to the supermarket. So the next time you eat a nice piece of trout, gillbacker, cuffum, remember the hard-working individuals that brave the weather and the seas to bring it to you. Peace.